Beep, 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 beep. Welcome to the court of the Edijester. Sport. Let's talk about sport. I'm not very good at sport. I'm fat and old and can't move much. Okay. All right. I know you are too. Stop bragging. It's not competition. Ban trans women from female spurts. Come in, Dr. Freud. Female spurts. Stop. Take a deep breath and start again, Barry. The people expect it of you. Spurts. Ban trans women from female sports. Urges Cultural Secretary. I love the word urges. Lucy Fraser, Culture Secretary, said that the sports such as football and cricket were not going far or fast enough in their transgender policies. Get men out of sports for women's sports. It ain't hard, right? Why are we complicating this? Stop saying transgender. It doesn't exist, right? It's just get men. Get men out of sports, women's sports. The Culture Secretary has urged sporting organisations to adopt a total ban on men athletes from competing against women. Doesn't sound so complicated then, does it, once you say that? Male athletes competing against women. There you go, right? Transgender. Sports such as swimming, it's been around 5 minutes, that word, you know, that was made up by a bunch of knicker-fumblers and gusset regarders, right? Sports such as swimming, cycling and athletics have already brought in policies banning men, transgender women it says here, who have gone through male people. They are male! Stop farting about. It's a post-caste world, you can say it, all right? It's a post-caste world, that needs to be a song. Menno, where are you? It's a post-caste world. And I also, Mole. Where's Mole? I need Mole to do something Ghostbusters based, but Wokebusters with me in it. I love all that. It's great, isn't it? So Lucy said that they're not going far enough. English football still follows FIFA's regulations, which allow men to compete at elite level with reduced testosterone. Yeah, no, not happening. It shouldn't be just be at elite level. We need it out of every level, right? Okay. There are no men in elite football in England, but about 60 at grassroots level. This is the problem, see? So these men are at grassroots level. They're eventually going to end up in elite level, and they've taken a woman's place from the beginning, not the end. You get that, right? Team of 11, all the women there, or girls, perhaps 12, 14, 16, and the girls ready to go on, and all of a sudden out comes some larping teenager in a bloody dress with a skirt on, looking like something out of an anime television program from the Far East, right? No! Although international cricket introduced a ban in November, the England and Wales Cricket Board's policy still allows men to play in any female-only competition and states that those individuals should be accepted in the gender with which they want to identify. No, we're not doing that anymore. I'm sorry, this is a post-caste world, right? We're not doing that anymore, right, okay? They're just LARPing men in dresses, right, and LARPing women in dresses. That's it, live action role-playing, LARPing. Okay, there's nothing transgender about anyone. Okay, that's a cultural meme designed to cause problems and to enable the hard left and the lunatic liberals. Okay, that's what it's for. Then they got a picture of some hulking bloke from Canada who's gone and inserted himself into women's sports. You disgraceful bloke! How dare you? Sharon Davis, who won an Olympic silver swimming medal for Britain in 1980, said that the government should withdraw public funding distributed via Sport England to sports which allow men to compete in female competitions. Absolutely right, Sharon. I couldn't agree with you more. Let's do it. Davis said, I had a meeting with Lucy Fraser last week and I urged her to take this action. I believe it is sex discrimination against people who are female. It says biologically female. You shouldn't need to say that. It's just female, yeah? By sports such as football, cricket, hockey, tennis and golf. And if they continue to do this, they should not get public funding. The sport should have two categories. No, they shouldn't. Yes, they should, but no, they shouldn't. It should be male and female. Right, what they're saying here, sports should have two categories, one for biological females and an open category that anyone can compete in, so that nobody is banned from competition. Yep, fine, I'm okay with that. But no, I'm not really. I say I am, but I'm not. I don't want to give these damn people an inch. How are we going to eradicate it from our social sphere and from our culture sphere if we give them an inch? Don't give them a damn inch. LARPing men play in the men's team. End of story. End of story. Right? Open nothing. Sorry, Sharon, I disagree with you on this. How are we going to eradicate this if we don't eradicate it? How are we going to stop this from continuing? From them being cheerleaders for a child sacrificing cult? How are we going to end it if we keep... I can't, But Sharon's right. Defund the buggers. Defund them. Right? Culture Secretary, Sports Secretary said, in competitive sport, biology matters, and where male strength, size and body shape gives athletes an indisputable edge, this should not be ignored. No, it shouldn't. So come on then. Ban it. across the board. Encourage schools not to do it. Encourage everybody not to do it. For God's sake. It's absolutely insane. And then it says, which really annoys me, she said, this is a complex and constantly evolving area. It's not complex, for the love of God. It is not complex. I'm sick of hearing this now. Yes, but it's complex. It's not complex. We are male or we are female. That is the only categorization we begin with. There is no transgender. End of. You are male or female. Now, if they want to go off knicker fumbling and gusset regarding, I don't care. Go and do it, right? Nothing on the NHS, not one damn penny. And you ain't getting anywhere near kids. And we need to get you out of the schools, right? Because we need to eradicate. Why don't people get this? This is a dangerous cult belief system that must be eradicated. And it's up to each one of us, each individual one of us, to say so and to do so. Because that's the only way we're going to stop it. It's the only way we're going to stop gays and lesbians being sacrificed on the altar of the gender gods. It's the only way it's going to end. So I'm pleased to see, I mean, you can read the article, obviously, so I put it in the doobers for you. I'm pleased to see that this is happening. But I'm also not pleased that we are still using the lexicon and language of the cult. It must stop. I was watching, what's Nana Akurol or whatever her name is? She's wonderful. I can't remember her name. I think it's GB News, isn't it? It's on GB News. Talking to two trans larpers. One that's been primped and picked and, and they're talking about children. There's two men dressed as women talking to a woman about children and what should happen with trans children and all that. No. Stop platforming them. When are you going to get your heads around the fact that this is not on both sides? There are only two sides, right? This is how it works. There are no two sides. Okay. There aren't any, right? There is just condemnation of a group of people, whoever they may be, who have experimented on children, who have medicalised and subsequently sterilised and possibly surgically altered young gay people, majority, autistic people, those with ADHD. When are you going to get your head around the fact that there aren't two sides? There is only one side. You either are for reality, science, truth, or you are for the medical experimentation on children and the conversion of gay people. Which part of that is it that you're finding complicated? Sport should be divided by sex. We know this. Brilliant. Sharon speaking up, meeting with... This is fantastic. It's great. It's a good move. But it ain't enough. I'm sorry, folks. It's not enough. I wish it was, but it's not. Don't use the language of the cult. Don't platform the people that are involved in it. And it's time that we eradicated a mental illness from the idea that it is an identity. It has to end for the sake of all the children and for the sake of our futures. It's got to end. It is incompatible with our lives. Totally. And then we make sure they got all the therapy they need. All right? But no more. All right? I'll see you later. I'm getting harder by the day. No, that sounds wrong. I wish. What, my age? I can barely manage a small wave. Look, I'm hardening by the day, and I could be wrong. I might calm down in a few days because I'm so angry. I'm so filled with rage. I'm so filled with rage at what they've done to the gay folk. I'm so filled with rage that right now I'm not even sure if I'm thinking sensibly. But right now, as of today, end it. End it all. Cut off the front door, which we've done. Cut off the front door. Never ever let this happen again to anyone. And 40 years from now, it'll be a memory that we can put in a museum. And in that museum, we can say, here is when the Western world fell for a cult. That's just me. I'll see you later, all right? Ta-ra! Onwards!